Hey man, it's that guy from the '70s show, man. That's right. Yeah, hey man, it's Dave there. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I get told that I look a little bit like old Cheech and Chong right there. Well, actually, Tommy Chong actually is who I look like, or what they tell me, anyways. So I was looking at the video there, and I was like, "Hey, there's Tommy Chong, man. All right." Anyways, guys, today's video is not a video of great art by any means, because basically I wanted just to show developing of a character, or how you sometimes need to sit down and kind of, I don't know, mud it out a bit, right? Get it to work correctly. So sit back and enjoy the video, and if you don't mind, we can do the old like button situation. We can also do the subscribe if you haven't already done that, and also the bell for notification, because that's a ding dong all day long. So just sit back, and by the way, it's Inktober, so yay, Inktober! Hey guys, how's it going? So today is, well, actually this month is Inktober, and I actually kind of forgot about that, and it kind of caught up on me before I realized. And because I don't do videos every day, I wasn't doing drawings every day. So we're October 6th, gonna sit down and do a little bit of a character study, or how do you develop a character, right? So today's word is rodent. So I thought to myself, well, what if I make a rodent, draw a rodent, right? Or like, how does it come about, right? Because sometimes I have friends that'll ask me and they'll say, well, where do your ideas come from, right? So I'm thinking to myself, I'll sit down here and draw a rat, right? So I have kind of an idea of maybe how I would draw my rat and that. And so I'm just gonna play it out and see how it looks. Yeah, see, so as you're developing, right, you don't know exactly where you're gonna go sometimes and that, but you make a little study and that. And sometimes I will draw several times a picture, trying to figure out what it's gonna look like. And then other times I just start drawing, and that, which is kind of my favorite way of going at things. Probably not the best way to go at things, but it's my favorite way of going at things, because I never know what's going to exactly happen, right? I take a chance on getting it right or getting it really, really wrong. So what I've got here is I've got a rat, and he's a fat rat, and I would like him to be eating a piece of chocolate. I think that looks kind of interesting, right? There he's just having to chew down on a piece of chocolate. So I draw out little ideas and thoughts in my head as to how it would look and that. But this one here, I just started kind of going right at it. And the only reason that that happened was I actually did a whole complete video of me developing this picture. And what I didn't do was actually film it. Yep, totally messed it up. So here's my rat, right? And he's sitting at a table. And I thought to myself oh, it's really cool to show you guys just how I develop a picture, right? Because I do get asked quite often, where do your ideas come from? How do you just sit down and start drawing? How can you do that? And sometimes I'm actually maybe spent, good half hour or something like that on a study of an idea. And other times I'm just drawing right off the bat. And so this is kind of just a way of showing you how I develop things sometimes. And that. So I got this rat going here, which is in the rodent family, which actually I think, as rodents go, I think rats are amazing little creatures. They're very smart. The only sad thing about rats are they don't have a great lifespan. They have a short lifespan. So if you get one as a pet, it's a great animal, a wonderful animal, but just unfortunately have a short lifespan. So it's not going to be hanging with you all the time, but definitely enjoyable, So I thought to myself, well, I'll play around and see what kind of a look I could do to make a rat look really cool and that. And so I have Harry, the fat rat, eating a chocolate bar. And like I said, I actually had a full bunch of drawings here that I had done to actually show you how I developed Harry the Fat Rat and that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip back to the pictures of that so you can actually see it. But I really messed up. I had it all worked out so you could see me kind of developing and seeing how I might get an idea, right? And I mean, I'm not developing something for a great idea. This is just a bit of quick fun, just to show you guys that, you know, if you get something in your head or an idea, sometimes you just got to jot it down quickly, and then other times you can develop it. So from here, I could literally go farther with this and develop this even into a much more elaborate picture, right? But the idea is in my mind now, so I've got that. And that's what I like. And like I said, he's going to be eating a chocolate bar. So unfortunately, I don't have a brown color for the chocolate. Oh, that's not good. But we'll do the wrapper in orange. Again, I'm just doing this kind of quickly to say, okay, hey, you know, develop an idea and that, and see how it works. And it doesn't look too bad, right? And the idea is there. That's the thing, right? See, I always look at art as a language, right? I'm expressing a feeling, an idea in my mind to you. Now I can be very exact, or I can be kind of quick about it. Now, the only thing I'm noticing right now is that Harry the Fat Rat has kind of lost his rat look about him, and that because he is looking more like a mouse. So I think what I'm going to do here is add some black and make it hairy, and develop that around the face. Right? You see how that's working? So it's kind of a little bit more ratonish, right? And like I said, I really like rats. I think they're really cool because they take care of their young. They will actually go out of their way to take care of young that's not even properly developed. I've seen rats that didn't have a leg, were born without a leg, and the mother rat will still take care of it. But other rodents don't do that. They'll actually wind up sometimes turning around just eating the baby. But the rat doesn't do that, right? It actually will take care of the babies. So they always get, you know, known as like the bad guys, but really, to be honest, they can actually be really the good guys. And that. So it's kind of interesting that we see one animal as being the bad guy and another animal as the good guy, and sometimes it's not always the case, right? So again, I'm developing a picture, but again, it's not a picture that you know, oh wow, hey folks, look what I did today, right? It's kind of a picture just saying, and like I say, Inktober, you're supposed to just kind of sit down and sketch and have a bit of fun with what you're doing, which I think is amazing because there's so many wild artists out there that are doing these kind of cool drawings and that you can see. And I am just kind of having a bit of fun developing Harry the Rat, who's eating a chocolate bar. So I just got to find myself a pencil crayon, I think. And I don't know if I still kind of liking him. Right? He's got nice little eyebrows. Right? He's got a little right there. So we got to get the old pink nose in there. Right? That's looking like a bit of fun. Yeah, I don't mind that. And then, oh yeah, of course, tail. Now, one of the things about the tail is that if you grab a rat's tail and it'll actually slide off. Yeah, like the skin can slide right off. It's really gross. It's not something that you want to see all the time, but believe it or not, it'll actually slide right off. It's kind of hilarious, actually. Not for the rat, but if you see it, it's kind of between the two of like kind of like really scary and then also kind of really kind of cool, and that. So what I'm going to do here is I think Harry needs, well, that marker doesn't even work, so we won't do that marker. Let's try this. Okay, that pen doesn't work. Boy, it would have been a really good idea to have this stuff already figured out before I started this. But let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, there we are. There we are. There we are. That's it. He needs like, Yeah, it just needs a little bit more hairy around his face. That's why he's called Harry the Rat, right? Kind of starting to be more of a rat look about him. And then, you know, those little rat dots around the nose. Yeah. He's got his mouth open there, chewing on the chocolate bar. And then I don't know where there's a brown pencil around here. Aha, found one. Beautiful. So that's the chocolate bar itself is being eaten by Harry the Rat. And you can see just inside his little red mouth as he's enjoying that. And then it still needs more hair development, I think. Yeah, just give him more hair development. You see, not too bad, not too bad. I want to see underneath the table. So, like I said, what I did here, right, if you take a look back here, this is where I was starting to play around and develop old Harry the Rat, right? So these are the first couple little drawings I did, yeah? And I'm just playing around just to see, right? And then, well, actually this one here, I didn't even finish it. I started it and then realized it wasn't finished. But, again, I'm doing these really super quick, right? But let's say you were asked by somebody, hey, I want you to develop this character, and that you don't have to make the character beautiful right off the bat. You can kind of play around with it and figure it out, and then go from there to say to yourself, okay, I think I have an idea of how this is going to look. And that's basically all I'm trying to do. Just have a bit of fun with it. See how that character develop, right? See, I think it would need bigger eyes for one thing, right? It needs a more nose, right? Yeah, see? Not always gonna be perfect. Now see, look, got his chocolate bar, he's eating with his little tiny hands. And that's the thing too, is you wanna look at some of the little features on the creature to say to yourself, hey, what works there, right? So you got the little nice little rodent-y hands. They do have these cute little tiny hands and they'll grab stuff with, right? It looks pretty interesting. So, not the most beautiful picture today by any means. I will get back into drawing some really cool stuff. But today I just thought I'd show you sometimes just how to develop something like that. Because from here, you can actually start to really develop the picture, right? And that you can really start to say to yourself, okay, how would I really want this to look, right? You know, and you could really start to get an idea, you know, making sure like the eyes look really good or something like that. And then you know, start to say to yourself, okay, well, you know, that rodent's face, you know, needs that little bit more. And then where he's eating the chocolate bar, right? Yeah, see? So, it doesn't take much, right, to develop it. So, folks, thanks for watching, and have a happy Inktober. Hey man, I already said goodbye, man, but that's okay, dude. So, peace out, be cool like a big bull moose, and remember, always wear your pants.